Hey horror fans, once again it's the Horror Miser Monty G about to give you another movie review, and this time we're going to review the British slasher black comedy film Tormented. Now, Tormented is a 2009 British black comedy horror slasher film. It was directed by John Wright, written by Stephen Prentice. The film stars Alex Pettyfer. I think he starred in I Am Number 4, the TV show Betrayed. I think that's what the name of the show is. And I think Elvis and Nixon. He's been seen a lot on TV and movies lately. This is one of his early starting roles. It also stars Dimitri Leonidas, Calvin Dean, and Temperance Middleton. Plot centers around a group of students who are being stalked and murdered by a bully teenager. Like I said, this came out in 2009, and when I first saw it, it was a pretty interesting film. It kind of reminded me of a popular British TV show called Skins. And it's sort of like this play on with Skins in a horror film, and that's basically what this movie is about. Now, when the film begins, we see, I think her name is Justine. Yeah, Justine is put into a police car where everyone's looking at her, and she's trying to mouth something, but we don't hear any audio. Then we get the crawl that says 5 days before, and we see her now speaking at a funeral about a kid by the name of Darren Mullet. Apparently, Darren Mullet decided to kill himself because he was bullied by the popular crowd, and couldn't take it anymore, so he killed himself. And unfortunately, while she's giving the eulogy, one of his few or only friend stands up and calls her a hypocrite, saying that she didn't like him at all and he wasn't a true friend. It isn't before long before the popular kids are all targeted by Darren Mullet's supposedly, I guess we can call it ghosts, and he offs them off one by one in very graphic detail, and that's basically what the premise of the movie is about. Alright, here you go. Here is the popular kids, as you see in the screenshot over there. We have, obviously led by Bradley. Also, we have his girlfriend Tasha, we have Khalil, we have Sophie, and Marcus and Alexa, whatever you want to call his name. They're the popular kids in school right now, and basically they rule it with an iron thumb. Some of these kids are close to being show sociopathic tendencies in what they do with the other kids in the school. And eventually, Alexa asks Justine out on a date to one of Bradley's parties, and they get together. So they get together at one of Bradley's parties, and it isn't before long before all of them start getting texts from Darren Mullet's phone saying he's going to kill them all. And eventually, one by one, they all start to meet gruesome deaths by supposedly the ghosts of Darren Mullet, and they die in very gruesome ways. Some of them do. And I found this very funny and very I actually found the film very funny and very satisfying. And seeing this guy who was not really tortured, as we see throughout the film, he was not just tortured; he was tormented by this group of kids. And you feel kind of sorry for him with some of the things that they did, especially when we find out later on in the film that even Justine did not treat him well. And we get a great mix what it's like to be during high school with this film. Now, as I stated before, this film covers basically everything that kids deal with in high school, mainly when it comes to being bullied. Bradley's group do a lot of crazy and awful shit to this guy. You almost feel sorry for him, messing with him in the showers. We find out that he actually was sweet on Justine, and they make him try to do something, when of course, it was all a joke. Even one scene where one of the black girl, Camilla, just really slaps the shit out of Darren at one point of the movie. And it was just terrible what they did with this kid. And no wonder, unfortunately, that he killed himself. But no, at the time, karma is a bitch, and these kids, not saying that, like I said, karma is a bitch, and sometimes, things come back on you. And unfortunately for them, they get come back on in the spades as this ghost goes and exacts his revenge against these group of kids. It also gives meaning to you should be your own person. You shouldn't follow the crowd. And when Justine decides to go on a date and gets introduced and gets put into the in crowd that she actually ignores her true friends. And when she really needs them, they decide to do what's best for them. And they say, hey, look, Justine, you only think about yourself. And you find out some truths about her. So that's what I really like about the film. The film itself, it deals with all the aspects of dealing with peer pressure, being your own true self, and what it's like to be bullied. And you shouldn't, take no for an answer. You really should stand up for yourself. Now, like I said, the story is very basic standard slasher stuff. Nothing really new to the game here as far as this film is concerned when it comes to story wise. But I did like the acting. Alex Petterfay and all the other actors. April Peterson, who plays Tasha, she does a very good job as a demented Tasha. Like I said, it seems like she's showing sociopathic tendencies in her character. We see some secrets from Justine as we find out that she was also not semi-responsible, but also told Darren that he was a creep and leave her alone when she was trying to do her own thing. And but you really got to give credit to Calvin Dean, who plays Darren Mullet. Even though he really doesn't have any lines in the film, his mannerism and the way he comes off as the ghost, you can tell that the guy was just pissed off, and he's just taking his revenge on all the people who wronged him. And I really liked his character very much, and I felt very sorry for him. But like I said, the acting is pretty good. The on-screen kills are very good. Not the standard slasher film, but the stuff that Darren does in this film is outright gross at times. There's one particular scene which I will not give away. One of the best scenes I've seen. Just give you a, I'll just say for it. I'll just give you a warning. I wouldn't be cattailing anybody anytime soon. This movie also has a decent music score as well. There's some nice music in this film as well. But overall, it's a pretty good standard. Like I said, it's a standard formulaic slasher film. There's nothing new in here, but because of the acting and because of the on-screen kills, it's a nice movie, and I believe you guys will enjoy it. So, as I open up my vault, I'm going to give Tormented 3 out of my 5 gold coins. That's right, Tormented will get 3 out of my 5 gold coins. Really do recommend that you go see, and I really enjoyed Tormented. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this movie before. I'm pretty sure none of you might have never heard it before, but if you do are interested in seeing it, you can see it, I believe, on YouTube. You can rent it for like $3, and on Google Play Movies, you can also rent it for $3 as well. And I do recommend I recommend that you do see Tormented. If any of you know about the British TV show Skins, it's something similar to this, but it's the slasher version of Skin, and I do highly recommend that you watch Tormented. Well, that's my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. It does help the channel out very well. And as always, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you can come and join the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down at the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules.